Hello everybody, and welcome back to the KingFox channel. My name's Matt Conager. So is mine. Well, I'm building a KingFox Model 7 STI. This is video 15, part 2, reassembling the Trim Actuator. If this is your first time stopping by the channel and you haven't already done so, go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And if you're subscribed already, then give me a like and make sure that bell's been selected so you don't miss any future videos. So in this video, I'm going to be shimming up the bottom of the Trim Actuator. There's two tabs down there. The Trim Actuator goes inside. The bolt's supposed to go through two washers, a nylon and an AN something or other, through the Trim Actuator. Out the other side, there was another nylon, an AN something, through the tab, through a piece that comes down for something else, and then a washer and a nut go on that side and that gets torqued down. So thanks for coming back, and let's get into the video.
All right, we're gonna try to put Humpty Dumpty back together. So this guy's supposed to go on here, and there's a plethora of washers that can go in between to keep us lined up. So I'm gonna start with my bolt. I'm gonna bring my instructions back over here so I can see what I'm doing. So forward, that's obviously that way. So the head of my bolt is gonna go on the left side. And just the bolt that goes through there. And for a bolt, I can go with the AN96010, which is a metal washer, and a nylon washer. So we'll try those two on that side and see what it gets us. Metal first and nylon. My finger out of there, keep the washers on, and start the bolt at the same time. In business. Okay, so the bolt comes straight through, so everything appears to be lined up nice and neat. Now on the other side, I'm supposed to have the same thing, a nylon washer on the inside against the actuator and a metal washer on the outside. But I'm told that if they don't all fit, I can substitute washers. I'm going to start with just the nylon. Looks like I've got it. Now up here at the top, I am not centered. So what can I do about that? I need to be over to the starboard side a little bit more. And I think I'm gonna have to remove the washer on the starboard side and put another one on the port side. Now where do we have up top? I have to pull it just a little tiny bit, so I'm going to add one more washer on this side down at the bottom. How does that look up here? Well, it goes in with a little tiny bit of pulling, but not much. I'm probably not going to get any more out of it than that. So I think I'm going to call that good and fabricate the rest of my upper bracket here, the scissor piece, and get that assembled. Right now I'm going to leave everything loose down at the bottom. I might put I'll hand tighten that nut on so I don't lose any more pieces. And then I have to tighten up this hose clamp also. And I can probably do that now. Okay. Forgot to put this washer on. It's an AN960-10. Put that on quick. Alright. The bolts are coming through from the starboard side again. So I'm going to go through the Trim Actuator, and it's going to get a nylon washer. Nylon. I think this was easier the first time. Push that through, then it's going to get the AN960-10. It's the fatter washer on the outside, and a castle nut with the cotter key. Okay, everything moves fluidly. Okay, and now things get a little more fun. I've got this nice stack of washers, which is going to go on each side of this. So everything that touches the metal is nylon. So I've got 2 nylons, 2 thins, 2 thicks on each side. So these are going to go on both sides in a sandwich format. Then my bolt is going to go through the aftmost hole here. So certainly nothing here can go wrong. I'm going to start with the stack on the side closest to me first. Put the bolt through there. At least no one can see, including myself. I'm just looking for ease of movement with that bolt going through those holes. As I got my reamer in here again and made sure everything was cleaned up nice and neat so I don't have to press a bolt into those holes. A little bit of a hang up there. I'm going to drop those washers, so I'm going to put them down for a second. It does not want to go in there really well. Sometimes it's just to take a burr off and that's all it takes, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get in this one. Of course not. And that one needs a little touch up on the inside. We'll see if I can spin a drill bit in there with my hands. Easier than it sounds. Not the preferred method. Okay, there's not much to it, so there's just a little burr on there that's giving me a hard time when I put that bolt in there. There. I think I got it. Alright, we'll try it again. So I've got 2 thicks, 2 thins, and a nylon. And the nylon is going to go against this piece right here. And that was easy. Okay, got the first stack on. Now let's see if I can put the metal piece on without dropping anything. Got it. Okay, now on the other side I need to do the exact same thing. And that's too thick, so I'm gonna remove a washer. I'm gonna try removing one of the fat washers first. It feels like maybe it's perfect until I drop them. Alright, 1 thick, 2 thins, and a nylon. Got it. Okay. No tension. Nothing binding. Excellent. Although it looks like I have a little tiny bit of wiggle room there. So I think I'm going to take that thick washer out and try to put 2 thins in. So it stays tight. Okay, this will be easy. Taking out the fat one, trying to put 2 thins in, along with my nylon washer. So now I have 4 thins and a nylon. Okay, tight, tiny bit of slack. Much better than before. So now on the outside of this, I'm going to put a AN960-10, which is Here's the fat washer, a castle nut. I'm liking the feel of this. Feels a little more limber. Like it's probably supposed to be the first time. Alright, instructions here say to tighten everything finger tight, castle nuts. That one's finger tight, that one's finger tight, and that one's finger tight. And insert my cotter pins, and then I can bend them over. As it says, any adjustments that are required later do not require removal of the nuts. Oh, it's easier said than done. Need to find the hole. Try another one. Okay. There's one. Two. Okay, so the hole, so I'm going to have to go with a thin washer on the outside instead of a thick washer. Perfect. Kit 960-10L for lean, I think, because they're thinner. There we go. I can see the hole, just can't put the pin in it. Never had a problem like this before. Painful. Might have to give it one more turn with the wrench. Straight up and down. There it is. There. Okay. Now. It still moves nicely. Over. And I'm going to put this bolt in for the trim actuator up there at the top, and it fits in much nicer than before. A little tiny bit of binding, but not, I say binding, but does have a tendency to lean to the left side, the port side a little bit, but overall it's way better than it was before. So let me get the washers for that and the bolt. Right now for attaching the top of the trim actuator, the bolt's going to come through from the left side and go through an AN 960-10L for lean, which is the thin one, then through the trim actuator, then another washer, then a washer on the outside, and the nut. So we'll see if everything fits in there. It does if I could only get the bolt to go through the washer. Try to get another washer on this side. Darn it. We don't have enough space in there for another washer, so one it is. And that is a nylon nut, so it's got its own locking mechanism. Of course. This guy says 20 to 25 inch-pounds, so we'll torque them up. No real good way to get in here. Alright, 10 to 15 inch-pounds on this one. Right there at 15. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you liked what you saw, and I have some more loose ends to tie up, and I'm going to go over and check those things off. I think one of them's got to do with the control column. There was a bolt inside one of the little tiny holes that I couldn't get in there, and one of my viewers asked me a question about grinding out a part of that for to insert a bushing, so I'm going to take a look at that and see if I can answer one of his questions on that, and then we'll keep plugging along. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.